check in with Jim Kircher, who checked in with Illinois Public Radio's Amanda Vinicky to talk more about our neighbors to the east.
So Amanda Vinicky is joining us from the State House, the press office down there. I think of all of this stuff that goes on in the legislature, Amanda, that divides people, but I guess when there's Lincoln stuff, everybody comes together, and this was the week commemorating the death of Abraham Lincoln.
The culminating event will actually be in early May, the actual anniversary of the 16th president's death. There was a remembrance ceremony, 12-gun salute, the governor spoke, and as I said, it will continue.
Yeah, I think Lincoln in Illinois, actually for the whole country, but Lincoln in Illinois is like Truman in Missouri. Everybody can get on board with Abraham Lincoln or Harry Truman. But really, we don't talk to you about what everybody's agreeing about. We generally like to talk to you about what people aren't agreeing about. First of all, we're talking about elections, and St. Louis doesn't follow Chicago mayoral elections much, but I think this year everybody was kind of keeping track of Rahm Emanuel and Chuy Garcia. That's big stuff, not only in Chicago, but it must be big stuff in Springfield and the state capitol as well.
It's huge, I think, for a couple of reasons. First of all, it is just Rahm Emanuel. I mean, he was the president's chief of staff. It also has a lot of repercussions, some may think, for the 2016 presidential elections. And what does it mean for Democrats? Chuy was really supported by the quote-unquote progressives, and then the more standard Democrats, or what critics of Rahm Emanuel say is that he's almost more Republican, going to corporate interests. And then, of course, Chicago is nothing without the state of Illinois, and the state of Illinois is nothing without Chicago.
So let's talk about the state budget. The governor has this turnaround budget. I'm not sure if he's turning this ship the way he had hoped to. Are we at a point where you can talk about just where this is or where it might end up?
Ugh, so far it's mired. It ain't anywhere good, I will say that. You've had Governor Bruce Rauner traveling the state. He was going all over Illinois and speaking with editorial boards, holding events, and passing around, actually I have it right here, the turnaround agenda, where he listed all of the programmatic changes that he wants, government structure changes. He says it's reform. Of course, reform is in the eye of the beholder. His agenda is everything from changing how Illinois funds its pensions and cutting back on pensions. It's an overhaul of workers' compensation, really more what he says would be business-friendly reforms, changing unemployment and uninsurance. It's huge. And you hear really optimism from Governor Bruce Rauner that he believes this is going to happen. But where is he going to get the support?
Because we sort of have, I think other people have said this, a Wisconsin governor in a state with a Democratic supermajority, which is an interesting situation. This right-to-work idea of going municipality to municipality with the right to work. What's the status of that? There seems to be questions about whether that's even constitutional.
The Attorney General says, no, it isn't constitutional. So nonetheless, communities have begun adopting or rejecting, in many cases, this turnaround agenda that has been put forth. Rauner is pressing ahead with it and kind of ignoring what the Democratic Attorney General says is, no, you can't go this route. States have to be either all right to work or not at all. So
much more to come, not only this year, but I think in the years to come.
Oh, yeah.
Amanda Vinicky, State House reporter for Illinois Public Radio. Thanks again for joining us. Always interesting.
Thank you so much.